Now to a bit different invoice. We're still in the order matching process, so let's take a look at this. Recognize fields. But now we have some differences in the unit price. As you can see, we have a invoice with quantity of 10 that each cost 99 and 2 tables at 301 currency units. Okay, let's take a look at the matching process in here. The problem is that I have an order, a purchase order. Let me filter on the right one, where I had different prices. For some reason, they invoiced us a bit less for the chairs, and the price for the conference table is a bit higher. So how to handle this? Well, I could go in manually and match this, but that is again a manual action. I don't want that. I would like to go in and set it up on my template instead to have some kind of rule, some settings that make the matching go fully automated. In this case, I'm matching based on my order number, of course, and also my unit cost. And my unit cost is the one that differs. That's why I have no complete match. We have added, when you match on unit cost, the possibility to go in and set a variance amount and a variance percentage, much like the same way we have on the total amounts. But this is per line, meaning that I now allow up to €1, $1, one whatever currency you have for these individual lines, for these individual item prices. So this is not the line amount, it's the line price, the unit price. If you put in both values, let's say I put in like 10% and 1 unit up here, we always take the lesser value of those two. The lowest of the one that we calculate is the one we'll use. Meaning that if you buy something for a billion euros, we of course don't allow 10% of that. We only allow €1, as this is the lesser of those two values. If you put in a 0, this will not be taken into consideration. We will only use the fields where we have a value. So let's go back and try out the matching now. For match, great stuff. We are matching. We do get a notification about some differences, 10 here for this line and 2 in total, -2 in fact for this line. Seems quite okay. Let's try to go back and look at the messages. We have a complete match. However, we do have a difference of 8 between the line amount match and the one that is allowed for the full document. In this case, this is a simple information, but as you can see, configurable. This is possible to go in and change that and say whenever this one is raised, do something about it. Instead of just informing me, you could say this is a semi-blocking warning. You cannot do batch registration or auto registration. This will be stopped and you need to handle it manually. And if I'm lucky, I can also go in and change this to an error. In this case, I'm allowed to do so, but in certain cases, you can only move it one step up or one step down. In this case, I can move it all the way to the top and generate an error, and through that, delegate it automatically to somebody. Please note that only errors can be auto-delegated. Yes, let's go back here and do something about this message, because what I could do is I could go in and say, I do allow a full invoice total amount difference of up to 10. And as I have a total difference of 8, that should include that also. And process, recognize fields. We now have a complete match, no errors, no warnings. Everything is okay, and I can move on, register in the document. So please notice that using the line variance settings also includes the total amount variance, and through that we have a double check at you might have split up the invoice in multiple quantities, multiple lines, and if the total difference is too big, then we've been blocked through this parameter up here.